Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about how to delete multiple records using delete action in OmniScript. Right, so this will be part 3 of the delete action tutorials. So I have already created part 1 and part 2 tutorials. So in the last tutorials I have talked about I have combined type ahead block with the delete action. So for example, users will ability to search like test case records, and based on the selected case record they can just directly delete the record. So let me just preview this one, so you can just check it out in my video in the last in the Omnistudio playlist, unless I can just add the video link in this video description as well, so that you can understand how to use combinedly these type ahead blocks with the delete action. So for example, if I just search with a test record, then we can find few test records. So for example, I want to delete this one, product delivery delay, and we can see the case number as well. And on clicking on delete case button, we should get this pop-up, and I have talked about how to configure this pop-up and all as well, and we can update the pop-up message as well. So on clicking on this button delete, we could see that uh, the case record is deleted. So this is the functionality I last talked about, and we'll be seeing this omniscript data JSON is being updated with delete result node, and we can see success is true, and what is the record ID is being deleted, we can also find that, right? So but today's demo I'll be going to talk about, so first of all, this is for single record, right? So user is able to search for a single record, single case record, and based on the selected case record they can just directly delete the record, right? So but today's demo I'll be going to talk about, we are going to implement the scenario like where multiple record IDs will be passed and we could able to delete those records directly, right? List of records directly. So let me just create a new omniscript first. So I'll just provide the name as multi delete using delete action, right? Using delete action, I'll just provide type as multi delete action in OS. So I'll just simply save the omniscript. So if you don't know like what is delete action, so delete actions basically enables user to delete one or more records, Salesforce object records, S object records directly from an omniscript. So it will identifies the record to remove using the unique record ID passed through the omniscript data JSON, right? So so for the time being, what we could do for multi delete configurations, we can just simply search for delete action. Let me just put this delete action within the step element, and I'll just provide the delete action name as multi delete. And let me just copy the label. Let me just provide the label as multi delete, right? So we want to delete which object we want to delete, the case object, right? And we just need to provide the path for the IDs, right? So in that case we just need to configure the multi IDs array, right? So what we could do means we could create a data mapper extract that will return like multiple record IDs, unless we can just hard coded the value. For the time being, I'll just keeping this demo very simple, so I'll just pass those multiple record IDs using a set value, right? So I'll just search for set values, and if you don't know what is set value, you can just search in my Omnistudio playlist. You find a lot of tutorial regarding the set values as well. So set value basically will construct, right, key value pairs. We can provide within the key value pairs different elements, right? So for example, let me just provide set value name as multi IDs, and let me just copy the element name as well. I'll just provide the same label, multi IDs. So anyhow, this label will not be rendered since we are not placing this set value within the step element, right? So now what is the configuration? Before that, let me just fetch what are those case record we need to delete, right? So I'll just write the simple SQL like select ID from case, order by, let me just provide the subject as well. subject from case order by created date descending, and I'll just put the limit as 10. Okay, let me just run order by, and we can see these are the few test records are there. So I'll just simply copy the IDs one by one. Few IDs I'll just copy. So we can see currently this 5 test case records we are seeing, like in the subject we could see the test keyword is there. So we are going to delete 3 of them, right? So I have already copied these 3 case record IDs. So let me just construct the set value element now. So I'll just go to the omniscript builder again, and in here I'll just click on this element value map, and in here in the element name I'll just provide the element name as multi IDs set value. Okay, this will be our element name, and in here in the value what we could use, we just need to check the checkbox use expression for value, and we'll get this expression. And in here we want to pass those record IDs within array, right? So I have already copied those record IDs, so let me just put one by one. So we want to delete this one, so record ID, then the second one is this, and the final one, let me just put comma, and within quotes we just need to provide the record ID HZ. And we could see that there are no error messages being shown, so we can simply save our set value, and in here on clicking on it we could find this value, or we could find on clicking on editor JSON we could find, like under this value element value map we could see under multi ID set value. So this is the path, right? So this we need to pass in the delete action element, right, in the path. So we could find, like, these are the 3 values we have defined within the array. So right, so I'll just update the delete action element now. So in the delete as object we just need to click on add a subject to delete link, and in here type of is a subject, so we want to delete case record, right? So we just need to find the case object. So there is no search functionality to find the case, so we just need to scroll down and just need to find the case object. Sorry, let me just case. So we finally got the case object, and now in the path to IDs in the merge syntax we just need to provide these IDs, right? So multi ID set value, that is the key we have defined in the set value element, right? So we could select the checkbox fail operation if any records are not deleted. So for the timing I'll just keep it unchecked, so I'll just click on save. So our configurations is done. So as I mentioned, means instead of this hard coding the IDs, we could find the IDs using a data mapper extract, but for the time being, to keep it simple, I have just hard coded this value within the set value, and we are going to provide this set value element name within the delete action path to ID field, right? So I'll just click on preview. So we could see in the multi ID set value all the IDs are showing within array. So on clicking on delete button we should see these records will be deleted, right? So if I just click on the delete button, we could see this message. We can update the message as well from the delete action configurations. So on clicking on delete button we could see this means deletion has happened, since we have didn't provided any user confirmation message configuration, means after deletion, that is why it is showing as null. So if you watch my part 2 videos, in that tutorial I have talked about like how to configure these confirmation messages as well, so please check it out. So I'll just click on OK, and we could see under this delete result node, we could see like 3 records is being deleted, success is true, and in the 3 records IDs are being shown in here, right? So this is how we could understand the deletion has completed. And if I just check the action debugger as well, so action debugger multi delete action, we could see that in the response as well, we could see success is true for these 3 records, right? Now if I just go to the data export, and if I just run the same query again, we should see this earlier test case records were like 5 test case records were there, but currently it is showing as true, right? So this is how we could means simply delete multiple case records, multiple record IDs based on the ID passed. So we can delete any object, any standard object records as well as custom object. And if we want to configure those messages can be configured in the error messages. For example, if we want to display a message in the pop-up element, means after deletion of the record, that message setup configuration can be done in here, deleted message record. We could provide the confirmation model message updation, means this label we can change the confirmation message. We could update the button labels as well, delete cancel button. So these are the few configurations we can update, and please do check it out, my part 1 and part 2 tutorials of delete action element in omniscript. So in the next tutorial I'll be talk about more about Omnistudio different use cases and different use cases on Salesforce Omnistudio data cloud as well as Agentforce topic. And if you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Don't forget to hype this video. Hyping the video will help me to reach out to more audience, so the video will be reachable to more audience. And if you like this video, please consider to take membership into my channel as well. That will motivate me to create more videos for you. So thanks for watching.